Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Fadilah binti Noor Afandi, a student from LG 240 Part 1 in UiTM Sri Iskandar, and I will be presenting on subjects syntax or course EPC 424. So let's start. Okay, so I have chosen one sentence from every portfolios, which is the wars which have lasted for decades will continue to devastate the region. So let's look at the constituents or the part that I have divided in the next slides. So for the main clause, we have the sentence, the wars will continue. So we have two constituents under this sentence, which is the wars that functioning as a subject in the form of noun phrase. While will continue, the main verb is continue. So we will look into the verb type, which is VT for the continue, and then the tense, aspect, modality, and voice. So the tense is in present tense, while the aspect is we have none. Modality we have will, so we will put it in as a conditional, and the voice is active voice. Okay, the next one we have embedded phrase, or more specifically is infinitive phrase for the sentence to devastate the region. So we divide it into three, which is two. We have subordinate that act as a subordinate, and we have devastate the verb. So we figure out the verb type is VT, and for the tense it is in present tense, and we have for the aspect noun, while modality is indicative because we have no auxiliaries, and then the voice is active voice, and the last one is the region. We have the region that functioning as a direct object for the devastate and in the form of noun phrase. Okay, for the last one, we have non-restrictive modifiers or NRM, specifically relative clause for the sentence that I have chosen, which have lasted for decades. So we broken it up into three parts, which is which that functioning as subject in the form of noun phrase, and we have lasted, and the main verb is lasted. We figured the verb type is vi, the tense is present, while the aspect is perfect because of the past participle in the verb lasted, and modality is conditional because of the modal auxiliaries for have, and the voice is active voice, and we have for decades which functioning as adverb of duration in the form of prepositional phrase. So we have entered the diagramming, and we will be diagramming the whole sentence, which is the wars which have lasted for decades will continue to devastate the region. So at the top of the diagram, we have S that stands for sentence. So under the sentence, we have two more branches, which is MCL that stands for main clause, and NRM that stands for non-restrictive modifier. So for MCL or main clause, we have three more branches under it, which is the first one is noun phrase subject, and the second one is verb phrase predicate, and then the third one is noun phrase direct object. So under the noun phrase subject, we have determiner and noun, and then under the determiner, we break it down more into the definite article, and then only then we put the. And then for the second branches under the noun phrase subject, we have noun, and we put it directly as was. And for the second branches, we put verb phrase predicate. And under the verb phrase predicate, we break it down into MV present conditional first before we break it down into two branches, which is for modal auxiliary, and under it we have will, and for the second branches under the main verb present conditional, we have word type wt, and that we will write base because of the modal auxiliary, and then only then we will put the continue words. And then for the last branches for main clause, we have noun phrase direct object, which is under it we have infinitive phrase. So for the first infinitive phrase, we will divide into subordinate and infinitive phrase. For subordinate, we have under it, which is the word to. And under the second infinitive phrase here, which is under the first infinitive phrase, we have word had, and then we have noun phrase direct object. So under the verb had, we have the verb type divested. And for the second branches for infinitive phrase, we have noun phrase direct object, which is broken down, which is we have broken down in two more branches, which is determiner, and under determiner we have definite article the, and under the second branches we have region for the noun. And we will look into the second branches of the sentence, which is NRM, that stands for non-restrictive modifier. So under non-restrictive modifier, we will put into the type first, which is the relative clause. And under the relative clause, we will break it down into three more branches. As you can see, we have the first branches that stands for noun phrase subject, and the second branches we have for word phrase predicate, and the third branches we have for prepositional phrase at verb of duration. So let's look at the first branches for relative clause. So we have noun phrase subject first, and under it we will put the relative pronoun because of the word which. And for the second branches, we put word phrase predicate, and we put what is the main verb. It is in present, and we have conditional. So there we put the auxiliary first, which is have, which is modal auxiliary, and we put have. And the second branches for main verb, we put the verb type, vi, and the aspect it is in perfect. So we write past participle, and then only then we write the word lasted. And the last one, we have prepositional phrase at verb of duration because it acts as an adverb of duration. And under it, we have two more branches, which is prepositional, the words for, and then noun, decades. So, and then we will it, break it, and then we will pull it and place it beside the was within the bracket, and then three dots because it's represent the whole place of the non-restrictive modifiers or NRM in the sentence. So that's it from me. Thank you. I hope you guys understand it. Again, thank you for watching, and I hope my presentation is clear and well delivered. Thank you again, and have a good day.